I was thinking about how we put ourselves, how we live, no, live, how we live in these little rooms inside of our head. Okay, we live there, and where we live looks, the outside also looks the same way as that room where we live inside of us. These rooms are now expanding. The room inside where you live and how you feel about yourself in here, that is expanding, right? That room is becoming more like the heart than the mind. So the room that you used to live in, it doesn't look like, it is not called mind anymore. It's not called other people's standards anymore. It's not called education anymore. It's not called instruction anymore. It's called heart. It's called visions, dreams, desire, expansion, growth, moreness, happiness, prosperity, well-being, ease, bliss. It looks like that now. That room is expanding. So because you live in that room on the inside now, which literally is, just a room painted with love for yourself. When you paint that room inside which you're living all the time, inside your mind and in your body, that room looks like heart and is painted with colors of love and happiness and joy and growth and expansion, wonder, right? When it is that and possibility, then the outside will have to reflect that. So no matter how stuck one is feeling, it is impossible to stay stuck. You cannot stop the outside from shifting, actually. You actually could not stop if you tried, because the inside has expanded so much and the room in which you live looks so much better and beautifuler that the outside cannot not match it anymore. So it's just a transition you're going through. There is no way that energy will not mirror what's happening on the inside. You will manifest your heart home on the outside because you've started living in your heart home on the inside. These rooms that we give ourselves to live in on the inside is entirely up to us. When we wake up, we realize that, okay, I can decide what I deserve. What will I allow myself to experience? That is directly proportionate to how much do I love myself. And how much do I love myself is directly connected to how much acceptance has happened of that within me which was not like love, which was judgment, which was trauma, which needed to be seen. And this is connected to the alchemy that's happening. And alchemy is directly connected to bits and pieces of you that were denied or rejected or ran away because, well, it was so hard to be here. Maybe, this thing that people say, the pieces, soul fragmentation happened and this and that. Maybe it's not exactly how they say it. Maybe it's kind of like, it's just that little pieces of you had to hide or be hidden so that you could function. There was no other way to be. You couldn't function without those protections earlier. But now it's not surviving that is the intention. Now it is expansion. It is growth. It is being. It is becoming. It is actualizing who you are. And this includes understanding that your higher level upgraded choices, which feel like risks, are of the absolute essence in order to shift the timeline. In fact, you probably won't be able to not make them. And in some areas, you'll be ready to make them. In other areas, either you won't be ready to, it won't feel as important or whatever. It's not a logical thing. It's not, it cannot be measured like that. What upgrading is not about is standards. It's not about measurements, standards, formula. It's not about that. It's not about logic. It's not going to add up. It's different. It's different.